Yeah.
So, little fun facts for you guys in this New Year resolution. You're trying to go through a healthy thing. I found it's cheaper. The Gatorade packs, they give you a little bit of a rush and you can get a pump. I don't do it all the time, but like if I'm going to work out and I feel like I want a pump or an energy boost, that's what I drink in the morning. Mix it up some water, chug it, and I'm done. No, and I don't get the overall caffeine kick. Like that's the thing with those pre-workouts, you get a caffeine kick. Like some people like it. They like that tingle and stuff. Yeah. But then there's a crash afterwards.
Oh yeah, you gonna crash hard too.
And so I'd rather not. Like to me, I'd rather do it
you
natural.
Gonna crash real hard.
Have a Gatorade.
That reminds me of, so I think I was getting my stomach tattooed, and I drank nitro coffee.
Yeah.
And that has, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it gave me a hard crash. I fell asleep during the tattoo.
Well,
I was like, he was like, "Are you passing out?" I was like, "No,
that's
man,
a cold brew, right?
crashing."
That's a cold brew,
yeah,
right?
it's a cold brew.
So cold brews are gonna have the highest caffeine because they soak longer in the beans.
Oh,
that's why, like,
so that's probably why I don't like
it. Now, here's an interesting thing which I haven't done, and I wonder how it would do if you make a cold brew, because an iced coffee is basically hot coffee that you cool down and then you pour over ice. If you take a cold brew and you heat it up,
I was gonna say
now
that.
you get the extra caffeine and you get it warm.
I wonder.
Don't think it does anything away. It just all it does is heat it up, and you gotta warm coffee with a higher
concentrated, right? Like at stores they sell it like concentrated.
You can do it concentrated. You can do it regular. There's different. Like if you're doing it, it all depends. Like it's all based on the ratio, right? So typically, like when they tell you 1 tablespoon, is because it's a rule of thumb. Because they've already gotten that typically about, and this is because I'm a coffee nerd.
However many.
It's 16 grams of, typically you want to go 15, 16, 17 grams of coffee to water. So sorry, 16, 17 grams of water to 1 gram of coffee.
Okay, here we go.
So that gives you your ratio. So I know because I've done it so many times. That's why I know how much I need to put in here. What I just did was about because
you did
40.
10 spoons.
So what I did, it's about 40 grams of coffee to 700 grams of water.
Okay.
Now I know that because I've measured it out, and I do that.
Okay.
But I showed you a quicker method, which already gets you there, so you don't have to do the calculations. Fill it up with about 10 or 11 spoons.
Touche.
Fill it up to that point with the water, and you're gonna get the same.
Mine. I'm not gonna lie. Like
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Like I just kind of eye it.
Yeah, this is different though. This is not instant for sure.
Yeah, no, this is great. I'm already almost done with mine.
See, as it's cooling down, I can taste more of the flavors. Like you can start tasting more of the floral.
And I got a little bit of something in the bottom.
I don't know how you do lukewarm coffee.
I got a little something in the bottom of my cup.
When I say lukewarm,
so French press is always gonna have.
You're always gonna have a little sediment on the bottom.
We're gonna stir it up though.
Yeah.
Stir it up, baby.
I'll say this much. For this one, when I said lukewarm, this is probably about what I'm talking about lukewarm. And it's still pretty warm. It's not lukewarm. Like I don't like my coffee super cold.
No, I'm talking about like room temp. Like it's been sitting there.
That's getting chunked, bro.
Yeah.
That's getting chunked for sure.
I can't do that.
Don't chunk it.
I'm not warming that up.
Just warm it up.
I'm chunking it. I tried it warmed up. I didn't really like it.
No, it's not gonna do. So what you need to do, don't
microwave it.
No, microwave it, but you need to look at your microwave, and it has a reheat setting for beverage. Don't use the regular settings.
Don't microwave your tumbler though.
Yeah, yeah.
Put it in one of these cups. Don't microwave it.
I wouldn't even put it in that. If you have a coffee cup,
real coffee cup,
real coffee cup,
a mug,
like a mug. Right.
I would put it in there, and there's a reheat setting for beverage. If you use that, it's gonna bring it up to a certain temperature. If you do the regular one, you're boiling it up again. And so that's probably why you're getting that weird flavor. Now, again, the other thing is your microwave clean? Is it, if you're using a work microwave, it's taking in all the smells of your coworkers' food and stuff.
Napkin over it.
Yeah, but still, you're still
but
getting.
You also got to read your labels because, like, not all mugs are made for microwaves. It'll tell you.
No, like, I agree. If you have a microwavable cup and you can put it in there, I've done it a few times. Like when I make really good coffee and it's sat there for too long, I'll go back. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not as good as when it first comes out.
Of course.
But it's still better than me going and making Folgers or going down the street and getting something.
That was good.
So again, we sell Quantum Coffee here.
Yeah.
It's right next to
right there.
Quantum Coffee here. It might seem like an app for us, but we definitely just want to challenge you guys to come when you're here.
Come on over here.
Grab a free cup of coffee. We have it here. Try out the different flavors. You know, you have questions, things like that. Let us know. It's just about having a good cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's what I tell them. I'm like
All done.
if you try our coffee, you're definitely gonna have
That was
better
different.
experience than like Starbucks and all those other
Yeah.
ones. But like, you know, it's the hard part is to get them away from like the milks and everything. Because they even want to hear sometimes.
Well,
One guy's like,
I
I'm
think-
gonna bring my own creamer next time. I was like,
And I think that's fine. Bring if you want to bring your own creamer or you want to put cream in it, like, look, we like to drink our coffee black. But there's no reason you can't put milk in it.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
no.
like that. Like, that's why I was giving you recommendations. Like, if you want to use a frothy milk and you don't want to pay for one of those things, though they're cheaper now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you can get one of those for like $15, $10. You know, you can do that. Or you can use your French press. Put warm milk in there, not to the top, just put it maybe a quarter of the way. And then you use the thing to pump it up.
Yeah, pump it. Yeah.
And it's going to put air in it. It's going to give you that frothy. You can even, if you do it, it's not going to come out as good, but you can do your little cappuccino and do your little art with it. If you want to try it out.
how do you know it's not gonna look good?
Because you're only going to get it to a certain temperature and so much air.
Right.
They're using a steamer when they do it.
Right.
Which you can,
That-
which that's what that thing
That
does.
thing.
That thing is steaming it and causing the air to go into it.
Yeah.
This is to get by. But what it's going to do is going to make the coffee a little bit. If you ever had a cappuccino, it feels a little lighter because it's like foamy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it does when you're frothing a thing. You can just do milk, which all milk is going to do is thicken it and make it change colors. A froth is going to make it foam up and give it a foamy flavor. So if you like that foamy cappuccino, that's the difference.
Just gonna drink it black. It sounds.
You can do a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I'm telling you, if you ever go to the YouTube Shorts, check out some of the stuff. I have a flare that I use, and maybe one day we'll film it. It's a hand pressed espresso, and I've seen people put chocolate bars right above the cup, and
Shut
so as
up.
the coffee comes through, it's burning through.
It's burning it.
It's melting
Melting
the
it.
chocolate, and so now you have a chocolate espresso.
Yeah, I've seen seen people do the abuelitas.
Yeah.
Like they do that.
So, I mean, the thing is, experiment, find what you like, but start off with a good bean and some good water. That's really what, to me, I wouldn't even say you need a kettle.
What do you mean by good water?
I would say buy a water purifier. It's just like a container. We have one here that we use for here. Because San Antonio has hard water. We have fluoride in it and stuff like that. You don't want to take all the minerals out, so you don't want to go with distilled water. But you want to get some of like the fluoride and the things like that out. So I would just go with a water purifier, simple one. And then you just run
What
your
about
water through
bottled
it.
water?
Huh?
What about bottled water?
I think that's all right, but they take some of the minerals out and they add some stuff in there. I think it's better step, but to me that's more expensive in the long run. I think you're gonna be buying a lot of bottled waters. To me, I do a jug.
I buy out of bottled water anyway. So.
Well, yeah, I don't. I drink out of the faucet, so I'm a faucet drinking guy.
But
But
your faucet has a
no,
water
but
softener, right?
yeah, it has a water softener. But anywhere I go,
I got
drink
water
out of the
softener in
faucet.
my house, but
I'll have a bottle of water here and there, but I'm not big
Oh
on
no,
buying
I'm
bottled
just
water.
saying like you're
Yeah.
not drinking faucet water. You're not.
I will, but I'm not gonna make my coffee with it.
shoot, man, drink water out the what they call it,
The hose,
manguera.
my guy.
That's the best water.
Yeah,
Yes, but don't-
that metallic flavor.
Hey, I'm telling you, boy.
It's the rubber and the.
Hey,
Yeah.
telling
Just
you.
don't be the first one. If you are, let that sucker run.
So
'Cause
again, if you want to grab some coffee, come by.
Yeah.
Get a free sample.
Yeah.
Get some, not a free sample, but whenever you come by, you can get some. We always have coffee here.
Yeah.
And again, buy a cup. If you haven't gotten to see the episode, I'll go back and see. I would recommend see the episode on Fidel about how he started his coffee business. We're
Yeah.
supporting a small business as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
And that's what we want to do again this year. We're going to be pushing small businesses, so encourage you guys. With that, I do want to. We were talking about giving tips, and we're in tax season, right? That's always the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You get it at the end of the year, and we're not tax experts. These are just some things we've learned along the way. We're hoping to get some more tips for you guys down the line. But some of the things we learned in the last, again, we've only been in business a year and a few months, but we've gone through 2 tax seasons, and one of the 2 things we've definitely learned was, one, being organized. which doesn't take. It's not that hard to do,
No.
quite honestly. Well, and it depends on each business, right? Our business, our expenses are pretty standard. We're not carrying a lot of inventory of stuff. We're not, if you're a bigger inventory, that's going to be a little bit harder. You need certain systems. But for a business like us, we're not carrying a lot of inventory, so it's pretty manual. We have it on a spreadsheet. But what we're really doing is we're categorizing it, right? So we categorize our expenses. Is this something that's going to be consumed in the business? Is this a cost of goods sold? Is this something that we're going to be selling? Is this labor? Is this what is the expense?
Yeah.
Is it utility? Is it landlord? Is it insurance? And so as long as we're categorizing it and we're doing that, at the end of the year, we just put it into the buckets. We have
And is it useful in your job? Because you can be just wasting money buying stuff. Like,
And the other piece with tracking is people always kept paper receipts. Now with technology and so much stuff you have, you just get a cloud. Even if you have a Google email and you have enough bandwidth, you can just keep all your stuff on Google Drive. And what we do is we take pictures of our receipts and then we have them backed up. So we keep all our receipts there, so we're not carrying papers around and stuff like that. So if we ever get audited, we have it all there and we can go through the paperwork. So just recommending, just be organized in the beginning. And then also, depending what your taxes are, we do contracting, so we have to submit certain forms. Just know the dates. Like, that's the main thing. Google helps a lot. You can Google the IRS.gov has all the dates on there. But also getting a good CPA. We have a good tax company that we go with. So definitely recommend getting with someone that you know.
Cards here.
Yeah. And just asking questions. But a lot of the legwork you can do on your own. And it helps. It's not just for your taxes, but also your businesses, where your expenses are going. Are you making money? Are you losing money? What's hitting where? What's going on?
What's the best method? What's the best way to pay your taxes too? Because there's people that think quarterly is better. Some people think, like they half it, like they go 6 months and then they pay that 6 months and then they do the next 6 months, or then annually, like what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
it just matters, like like especially like inventory. I think like inventory would probably be easier quarterly.
Yeah,
because you're dealing with less numbers.
Yeah,
at the long run, like. And
I think your best bet is looking at the different systems. Like if you're heavy in inventory, it's like you're a storefront and stuff like that. You want a good system that tracks inventory. For us, we're not heavy in inventory. Our big things is appointments and tracking services. So the service we pick, which we go through Square, it matches that. We don't go. We're not carrying. We're not like the inventory stuff. We can manually track because it's low volume.
Because it's right. Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
But again, people will try to sell you different packages. You need to look and see what makes sense for you. Like our package would not make sense for down the street from us is the smoke shop. Wouldn't make sense for them because they're high inventory. So they're gonna want something that tracks their inventory.
Yeah.
That they can put those things in there and make sure it goes for their taxes.
And you don't always want to hit, like you want to make money and you want to show that you're making money, because like the old way is like you want to hit even, so you get a lot of tax breaks and everything. But now like loans and credit and all that, like they go by your paper trail too. So if your paper trail shows that you don't make money, they're not going to give you bigger.
Yeah, it all depends what your end goal is, right? If you're a private contractor and you're just wanting to break even, you're not worried about.
Well, no, not even that, because like then you can't buy your house.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you already have your house bought and stuff like that, and you don't want, then that's probably the tax situation you want to go in. I recommend you get with a CPA and then really, be open about what your goal is. Like if your goal is to buy a house, things like that. A bank's going to want to see that you're making enough money to pay for that. If you're filing every year that you're making no money, no bank's going to say, all right, well, this is someone I'm going to get money. And you probably are. You're just offsetting your expenses or whatever.
Yeah.
So again, we're not tax experts. This is
good advice,
things
though.
we learn, things that you should look up. And, if you're a small business, recommend you guys looking into that. But yeah, so the new year, what else do we got going on in the new year?
New Year? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Just shop, life.
Shop and life? Well, in life, people keep telling me that I should propose, so that's That's gonna be coming up.
Is that coming out? That feels like a. I don't know. You should have brought that up right now. That'd be like,
No, I mean, I've been planning on it.
oh, okay.
And
Well, it's not a surprise now.
Yeah.
well, no, we talked about it. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm happy. She's happy. I hope she's happy. She's gonna get stuck with me. But yeah,
You know what's funny, and I bring this. I'm not saying this is what you need to do, but to me, it's like I think in everyone's different lives and stuff like that. When you're looking at, I think when you're younger, you're looking at marriage and stuff like that. It's like go heads in, and then at times, like as you start growing yourself. And again, I'm bringing this up, and now it's gonna feel like I'm bringing it out too. I'm telling you to do this, but like for me, if I were to propose, no matter what, like even for the other person, like it's not that we're predicting something to fail. But we're both going in with assets now, and probably different families, right? Like when you're at my age, I'll probably find someone who has kids and stuff like that, and so you're kind of going in with assets, and it's like, how do you make sure like you're like you don't want anyone feeling like you're stealing from their kids or something like that, and so like for me, I would always have a discussion of a prenup. My personal opinion. Doesn't mean to go with it or not. I think people get a negative connotation about that.
We want prenup, yeah. She gonna leave with half.
Yeah. Who's that from?
Kanye.
That's what I thought. I was like, almighty Kanye over there. Have they found him?
He didn't.
Have they found him?
No,
He's not here hiding in the barbershop.
I would ghost you, man, because he didn't do the prenup. And now he's paying.
Shoot.
She got some for
Nah. You know what though, man? If you serious about it, man, and you gonna do it, like you really gonna do it?
Yeah.
Well, give you some.
Like
I'm gonna give you some marriage advice.
This would be my second round. So.
Yeah, let's hear some. The person you marry is not gonna be the person that you go be with 20 years down the line.
Oh yeah. No.
10 years, even 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line.
But that goes both ways,
that person
right?
is gonna change. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Both of y'all gonna change.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna both change, and so
Yeah, I guarantee.
I'm just gonna say
I know that too.
I'm gonna say
the first marriage. So
I'm gonna say just from experience
yeah.
that you. I mean, and I'm not just saying it to say it.
Yeah.
You gotta have God in your marriage, man. That's just the bottom. I mean, and I had to learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I definitely think like God has to be center point.
Yeah, because if he's not, olvídate, porque hijo.
All right, so we got and we're gonna do coming up next, and we'll set it up right now.
Be clear, it's not because people are telling me to do it. It's just.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know.
I feel like
I know.
No, I feel like
No, I
just
know.
feel like those are signs for me, like because I've been feeling like it, and then people are telling me out of nowhere, like, hey, when you get, and then they tell her the same thing, and I'm
man.
like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at signs. I would say if that's what you want to do, do it.
No,
Because
that's what I'm saying. Like
people
I've been
always-
feeling that.
people are always gonna say something.
Ah, yeah, right. People gonna have their opinions, right?
Yeah. Yeah, careful, man. Come on.
I was just trying to get.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean like I already been feeling that, and then people telling me that. I feel like that's
that's
confirmation
fine.
for me.
Okay.
No,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
and that's
Confirmation is probably the right word.
yeah, and that's cool. I mean, if that's look, marriage is a good thing. I think marriage
Marriage is a great thing.
yeah. I think marriage is a good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
I think marriage is a good thing. I'm
No,
not
it
saying
is.
that-
It
not
just-
saying there's anything wrong with it. I honestly think so. Here's where I was headed with that before we're headed down. So, and maybe this is a discussion you guys still have to have: big wedding or small wedding?
Small.
I say small.
Small.
As I got older,
Small.
I would say small. People put in too much money
Yeah,
for
what
a
do you,
big
so,
thing.
so what do you
Ours
mean
is
by
small.
small and big? Because there's
My-
a lot
okay,
of difference in that too.
My honestly,
Like, you mean money wise, or do you
Money-wise.
Because you can have a small, expensive one.
No. Definitely
Yeah.
money wise.
Money-wise.
Yeah,
Definitely
okay, yeah.
money.
To me-
No, I was just making sure. Like,
to
'cause-
me, honestly, my thing, I would say, and when I say elope, I don't mean just running to a judge, but I would keep it a small affair, and then go to a nice dinner with close family. because you can spend the money on the dinner, and then what you didn't spend on the wedding, you can spend on a good trip and a down payment on a house or something else. From a financial standpoint, that's what I would look at. Like you,
Smart man.
A lot of people, when you're younger, you look at putting so much because you think it's a one memorial night.
It's like
it's one thing, and don't get me wrong, it is an important
it's
thing.
just like graduations.
Yeah.
Like you think graduation and prom and all these other nights, they're gonna be super big and they're gonna be this. And you look back and you kind of forget a lot of the stuff, and you're just like, oh yeah, I graduated.
My opinion,
like,
if you're having to take out a loan or borrow money to pay for a wedding,
come on, bro,
you're over budget.
Yeah,
you're way over budget.
You shouldn't be doing it.
I'm not gonna. I didn't
because to me,
I didn't do that the first marriage. I'm not gonna do it in the second.
To me,
either.
to me, I think if I ever got married, I would like it to be small and rather put the money to a good dinner with close family, and then a nice honeymoon, like going somewhere, cool. Yeah. Where I'm somewhere off for dope. A week, like somewhere where you're just you're having an experience.
Yeah, I got you.
Like to me, that's and then using the rest of that money for something else, like investing in a new house together or something.
Yeah,
because now you're building assets together. That's what I mean.
In a comic book library.
That's what I mean. Like if I was if I were to get married, my thing would be, we have our assets or whatever, but now it's about building assets together.
Yeah.
And so I would want, like, the first thing is being, all right, well, let's buy a house together because now this is our joint assets. This is something that we have together. It's not mine or yours. It's ours. And
starting another, like a business. You can business together, like another, like, I don't know, getting into like renting out a house and stuff. Like, I agree. I ain't trying to, like, I've never been super extravagant type person. Like I don't even wear jewelry. I wear this so I can literally know what time on my, like when people text me, and then just the time of like, all right, I'm running a little bit late. I need to hurry up. That's about it.
Yeah.
But when you see me out, like this is all Walmart.
Yeah.
Great brand, by the way. I forgot what it's called, but it's a great brand. I like it.
Looks like Faded Glory.
No, it's they don't sell Faded Glory anymore. That was it's damn, what is it called? It's almost something like that, though.
I mean, I think when it comes to clothing, it's a lot of different things.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Reassembly. That's their new line. So is it my turn?
Yeah.
To be I'm gonna be my own model too. So first of all, I'm gonna teach you guys how to properly do pomade hairstyles. But one thing that I push a lot is you gotta train your hair first. You can't just like, oh, I want to, because what you're gonna end up doing with this stuff is you're gonna do this. You're gonna open it and you're gonna glob it, and you're gonna have this whole thing. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna put this all in my hair, and it's gonna do exactly what I want it to do. It's like, nah, you're not doing it right. Like, so train your hair. Like I don't have nothing in my hair right now. I don't have no product, nothing. I wake up, go to sleep, I brush it.
I do product in my hair.
Yeah.
But I do it when I'm going out. Like if I'm going to work.
No,
like
you don't want to put product, but I mean like product isn't the way to fix your hair to keep it. Like when I put it, you're gonna see like it sits everywhere. Like, but right now there's nothing in there. I just literally I just brush it in the morning, wet my hair a little bit, brush it, and I'm good to go. I do it at night too. But before that, before I got it to where it's at now, where it sits like this, I would brush it, put a hat on.
Yeah.
So people saw me like for a whole month having a hat on because I was growing out my hair again. I don't know. Obviously, you guys know that I was bald for a while. So now I'm growing out my hair again. I'm doing a style, and like it's gonna be really simple and really easy. One, you don't need a lot of pomade. You don't need to put a glob. Like if you want the shine, which I'm gonna do, you're gonna want regular pomade. But if you want no shine, you're gonna want to do added pomade. We're gonna do the shine, and first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna want to wet your hair. You don't want to just put it straight like into, like you don't want to just like put the pomade straight in there. Sometimes like if your hair is like I could have probably done it because like I already have like the style. No, I don't have no product in there, but the style is already there because I train it all the time.
Yep.
So I wet my hair. I use a comb. I don't use a brush yet. And then I'm gonna just comb it out. Just kind of comb it out. I can like literally just feel where my hair's at, and just like kind of comb it out, see where it's at, get the water in there, and then I'm gonna use the pomade. Now I'm gonna use this pomade. I'm gonna use a finger length, like just like. So I'm just gonna scoop a little bit out, and that might be even too much. And then I'm just gonna really mix it into my hands, and then I'm just gonna feed it in really quick. Try to make sure that I hit all the spots that I need to hit on my hair. Just kind of feed it in there. And now, see, like it's already almost sitting.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that the pomade's in there. Then I start combing it out. There's a mirror right here. That's why I keep looking that way.
Yeah, you can already see the shine going on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you see how it's just mixing in there?
Yep.
And then I'm just mixing it in, making sure it gets all the way down. And I can almost feel it. And you want to use your hand too, just to kind of style it. Like you see how I'm pushing it still. And then that's the second part. This is the last part. This is how easy it is. Grab the brush, and then you see how it's just giving it like a little bit more texture. Like it's just like just flowing with it. And you gotta feel your hair. You gotta go with the way you've been styling it. Like and
So that was with no product and you styled it, right? All you did was just style it?
yeah, I just styled it. I've been styling
Then
it.
add a little pomade to it.
I add a little bit of pomade. You see how I got even a pompadour already? And that's just because I've been styling it. I didn't even use a blow dryer. If I had a blow dryer, I could get this sucker way up. And then you just kind of feel for it, and you kind of.
And you would have a mirror that you would be looking at naturally. I mean, you're looking at what mirror you can from here, but
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and I mean I'm done already.
yeah,
Like, and you can just.
yeah.
That's it. That's all you do. Like if you want to, so you can do different styles. I do the comb over. You can push it. I do like a basic comb over. I go straight down this way. Push this up because the spiral.
Yep.
I just go with it for the most part. But you can literally like you can do any type of style. Like, see, I'm pushing it forward now, and then I'm pushing it this way, and see how it just changed the whole style. You can push it back. Like it might not do it on this side because I didn't put too much product on this side. But see? And it's all like you gotta feel with your hands and like kind of form it.
Yeah.
Because like see how I'm already forming it? And just I'm feeling with my hands. You gotta with the pomade, tip top pomade, and you just need that much.
But you can also get here at the shop.
Yeah, we sell it here. So this one, my hair is not that crazy. So this one's really good. But we have a stronghold because you have people that have really curly hair or really straight hair. And it's harder for them to control their hair. And like, but yeah, you can, and you just kind of form your hair. Like, I'm going to go back to my old style because I like this style. But it's really just, you have to, one, take about a month of wearing caps, even like wave caps, and just comb it the way you want it. Put the wave cap. If you're gonna push it forward, put the wave cap this way, forward. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're putting it on, so it's pushing the hair to the way that kind of more forward. If you want it going slick back, you're gonna want to put the wave cap, but you're gonna kind of like try to make like I would start here and then pull it back, so it's pushing your hair back. You're always gonna want to, and then do that for about a month. This took me a month to train it.
Yeah.
And now, like you saw how easy it was, and you want to just like the big thing is this part because people don't get it. Like they're like, oh, like I use the brush and it doesn't work. And I'm like, yeah, because you didn't comb it through. You got to comb through your pomade. You got to spread that sucker out because it's just clumped up. Like when you saw me putting it in with my hands, it's clumped up. And then you use your brush and your brush is on top still. You see how it's still on top? Like, because you're not really pressing on it hard.
Yeah.
With this sucker, you go all the way through and it spreads it out. And then you form it and it will just stay. And this is gonna last a whole day. Like, and it washes out with water. Like this stuff washes out with water. It's super simple to get off of your hands. Like I don't have any water right now, but even if you don't have water, if
There's
like,
a towel.
let me see where's her alcohol. Like you just use that alcohol, you wipe it on your hands, and it'll take it off. You just wipe your hands.
There's a towel right there if you want to grab that towel.
But yeah, like it's really easy to do, but like
Sorry for the call.
you have to make sure to spread your pomade out. Like that's the biggest thing because people don't. You have to train it, do about a month, and then spread your pomade with your comb, and then the brush is just to tip it off. Like the brush is the most important part because it makes it look like hella dope.
Yeah.
The comb is to spread it out, to kind of form it. That's all you gotta do. Like, and then you can have this really cool little pompadour. And it, honestly, like I've gotten with the same amount of pomade that I used in my hair, I've gotten people to have like big old pompadours.
Yeah.
But when you start getting up to here, you want to use like a blow dryer, give it some volume. And then the same thing, because you don't want, like, when you put too much pomade, it flattens it. Like, you can push it up, but it just, I don't know, like, it just doesn't look right to me.
I think
Just use a fingertip. That's it. Like, you're good.
Yeah. I think the best thing is if you're trying to change your hairstyle or you're trying to do something, talk to your barber. If you're at a good barbershop, they're going to give you recommendations and tell you, but you got to tell them what you want and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Like for me,
you got to understand that hairstyles do not mean haircuts.
Yeah.
Like, because people will be like,
There's a difference.
Yeah, there is, because like
Very big difference.
Yeah, because people are like, I want to change it to a mid fade. I'm like, cool. They're like, oh, that. Then they think they have to change their hairstyle. I'm like, no, it's the same hairstyle. Like the fade is different.
Yeah.
Not the top part. Like the top part, really, there's 3 basic styles, and then there's just like, and then from there it switches up like in the way you want it.
Yeah.
Push forward, slick back, comb over.
But I think and that's what I think. Like here for Local Love Barbershop, and I think that, and we're not the only ones. There's other barbershops too, but if you talk to your barber and you tell them, they'll help you style it and they'll tell you how to do it and things like that. There's gonna be some places that don't, but definitely there's gonna be. And look, we sell Tip Top pomade, but there's times where we'll recommend other products as well. Like sometimes, like for me, I'll use a matted sometimes, but I also like a sea salt spray.
So with me, like I got to get this stuff out of my hair.
Yeah.
Because I have a super sensitive scalp where I flake up and I get irritation.
Yeah.
So I use sea salt and not pomade because my scalp can't take pomade no more. Like it just can't like later on I'm gonna start itching. Like I can already feel it like back here. Mm-hmm. And it's just because that's my scalp. So
but you gotta find what works for you, and then you gotta ask because it's different looks. Like I use the matted sometimes, and then I use the sea salt because I like the sea salt look. It gives it a wet look, but it's not stiff. And so
you can mess with it throughout the day.
Yeah, I sometimes will go to a restroom, add some water to it because I like my hair falling to the side with the natural look, and so I'll go in every once in a while, and I'll just throw some water in it. Just quick.
You use pomade too?
I'll use it sometimes. I use more of the sea salt, but I use the pomade. But that's because my hair is pretty trained, and it's not. And I don't want it stiff. So
yeah. So with pomade, you're gonna get like a stiff look no matter what. Even with matted, it's just gonna look more natural. But when you touch it, it's gonna be as hard as mine is.
That's what I mean. Like we're not gonna like we sell pomade here, but we're not gonna push you to pomade if that's not the look you want. Like, we're gonna recommend, but you gotta tell your barber, like when you come here or you go to your barber shop, you gotta tell them like, hey, this is what I'm looking. This is the.
It's over there. We have a sea salt here that we can spray.
Yeah.
In. You can do hair tonic too. Hair tonic, hair grooming.
So
grooming tonic.
Yeah. And the thing is, just talk with your barber, and even if you're trying to look for a different style, like they'll do it, and then ask them to show you. Like they'll show you how to do it, and that's the main thing. It's just having the conversation and being open about what you're wanting.
Yeah, and you gotta understand, like your hairstyle has to like match your hair. Like there's guys that they want it to. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it doesn't match their hair, and it's like, no, you can't have that, man. Like you have to, like you can have that, but it's gonna look awful.
Yeah.
Like, with me, I got curly hair.
You're talking about the textures of the hair?
Yeah, like mine's curly, so like there's certain styles that just don't look good on my curly hair. Like it's just like. So when the barber tells you like, "Hey, that's not gonna work out for you,"
you gonna put some dreads on.
Yeah.
How you look like a Rasta.
Yeah, like there's guys that they show me straight hair and they have curly hair, and I'm like, yeah,
that's not gonna work.
Gonna look like
that's not gonna work.
We can do that haircut, but it's not gonna come
work
out. Yeah. Like if I push my hair forward, it's gonna look more like it's gonna look wavy, and it's not gonna look like a straight person's hair where it's gonna have like more of a spike look.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna look like messy.
Yeah.
It's still, they're both good styles, but you gotta understand when you show us pictures, if your hair texture is not the picture, you can't have that exact hairstyle, but you can have similar to it.
Yeah.
And you gotta kind of have to just like go with that, because like there's, I have it all the time where they're like, "You think my hair can do that?" I'm like, "No, well."
You gotta be honest and tell them, "Nope."
Yeah, I'm like, "Not really,
your hair
but we
can't
can
do
get
that."
something similar to that."
Yeah. So definitely, if you want what.
And again, the best thing to do is train your hair. Like you can't, like I get comb overs. Like I do a lot of comb overs, and they're always like, "Man, when you do my hair, it doesn't look the same." But it's because I know how to comb their hair. But it's because they don't train their hair. They leave here and they never train their hair. And then I'm like, you got to train your hair, bro. You got to comb it daily. Yeah. And, they've been walking in and like, they're like, "Oh man, you're combing your hair." I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Like, and they see like I was wearing a cap for a month. And now like today I walked in, I brushed it took me like less than a minute to brush my hair and have it the way I had it with no product in, and walked out. Yeah, I was good, but it's because my hair is already trained. Yeah. So train your hair. Pomade is to hold what you trained. It's not to make it. It's not to just like you placed it in there and now it's gonna hold. Because they'll have their hair sticking up and they're like, "See, my hair just doesn't work." And I'm like, "No, it does. You got to train it."
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, like we said, we sell pomade here, but if you are trying to figure out a hairstyle, talk to the barbers here or the barbers that you go to and ask them and see what you can do. I mean, that's the best way to go about it. With that said, I mean, we've talked about coffee, we've talked about marriage, we've talked about taxes, pomade. I think Kanye, we're still searching for him.
You gonna find that fool.
It's probably better for him not to be.
Yeah, I think as we start wrapping up, I mean, one of the things is, like we said at the beginning, first, thank you for being part of our podcast and being part of it. Yeah. Definitely want to keep growing it, so hit the like and subscribe button and push it to others. And then we're still looking for more guests, small businesses, or anyone that's passionate about something that you want to come on and have a conversation about.
For a barber too, so if you guys know someone that's looking for a job for a barbershop, hit us up. Yeah.
And I think, for us, what we want to continue to do with this podcast is what we started off trying to do, and what we're going to try to continue to do is giving small business tips and an opportunity to small businesses to advertise themselves. And then also giving grooming tips for men.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do. That's why we talked about the pomade. And we're going to just keep pushing things and keep growing. So if you guys have questions or things that you want us to talk about, put it in the comments or send us something. And definitely, again, we want to make this a community. So hopefully you guys feel part of that. And like we said, we'll be bringing on more guests and looking at other things that we're doing. We want to get past, we haven't hit the 100 yet. So we want to hit the 100 subscribers and then go past that.
Yeah.
And then definitely just looking at more things. So hopefully you guys will see our shorts coming out, pass those around.
Share it. Like, sharing is probably the best promotion that you can do for us. Like, it's free. So if you share our stuff, like, that would be awesome. Like, that's the best promotion, because it's like, you don't have to put a lot of effort. It's literally you hit the share button and you send it, and
you'll see
help us out a lot.
And you'll be seeing more of our shorts coming out, because we'll probably be doing episodes every 2 weeks just because of our travel schedules and different schedules going on. So, but we'll definitely be trying to put content out there. But encourage you guys to be part of it. Anything else you guys want to say before we close out?
Did you talk about your goal, or did we just get Manny?
Manny said he didn't do it resolution, but he did say
no goals for me, brother.
No goals this year.
Yeah.
Drinking more coffee. Drinking more coffee.
Drink more coffee.
No goals, no resolutions. No, just better habits.
Better habits. What's one of the better habits you want to have?
I think I want to read more.
All right.
Yeah, because like I like listen to stuff more than I read, because it's just easier to listen for me.
Whoa, I mean,
but I think I want to try to like.
But do you want to read or audiobooks, or do
I'm saying like reading more, like because I listen to books already. I mean, I want to actually like read them, not like somebody read it for me.
Yeah. I like a mixture of both. I find it hard. Like even like we do a church podcast, and I find myself listening to the chapter, and then I'll go back and read it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Like I listen. Because there's sometimes when they're saying something, it'll catch my ear or something.
Yeah, I like to listen.
Like I had said earlier, I like to do. I'm trying to dedicate myself to more physical things, like physical books, because it trains me to stay off of my phone as much. Like, because when I read on my phone,
so it's the same thing, just better habits. Then you're just trying to develop.
Because when I'm reading on my phone, I'll get like a message, and I'm like, oh, let me message this person really quick.
Forget it.
All right, well, now I'm on Instagram. Let me just go really quick.
That's why. That's why I don't like resolutions and stuff like that, because I agree. Like, habits are better, because like when you're trying, like everyone's trying to work out now, and like for me, my habit has always been,
this is not gonna last, bro.
Well, when you're just trying to say, okay, I'm gonna lose this amount of weight, or I'm gonna do this. Last. Like my whole thing has just been like, try to get a gym at least 3 times out of the week. If I can do that, and then my other thing is just trying to walk more. Like I try to just, 5,000 to 10,000 steps on days I'm not working out. And it's not the extreme. If I don't hit 10,000, if I hit 5,000, I'm good. Like, but it's just about taking a few walks, going to different things. I think
resolutions just put too much pressure. That's why I was like, no, I don't really do.
That's why the gyms are now Monday. I mean, January and February is gonna be packed, and then like by March is like fall off.
I like habits, and like I say goals, because I'm just like, it's more of like, okay, I need to get that. I don't put a time limit on it. I'm just like, all right, New Year's, let me see what I have to get. All right, I need this, and that. All right, cool. Throughout the year, hopefully I can get all that. If I don't, then there's always next year.
Well, that's what the thing. Like some people, they get pumped up, and I like listening to this podcast called Mind Pump, and they always point out like people try to go like resolution. They'll go like 5 times. They're like, I'm gonna go 5-6 times a week, and it's like they burn out instead of just being like, you weren't going at all before.
And now
so
you
celebrate that you went once.
Right.
Celebrate that you go once a week, and that makes a difference. Like you'd be surprised, like how much of once a week will change everything. Then you go 2, and you just grow it from there, and it becomes, like you said, a habit versus just trying to hit a goal. I think when people set a goal of, I'm going to lose 10 pounds, and it's like, okay, so you lost 10 pounds, then what happens? Then it goes.
Never works.
Then it comes back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah. Like it's, I don't really listen to motivational speakers. I think it's a waste of time. But there's one guy that I really like, Gary Vee. And all he pushes is like you have all the time. Like, stop. He's like, just keep whatever you said you want to do, just keep pushing for it. Cause and he's mostly talking about business. He's like there'll be people that are like, yeah, I've been doing this for 5 years. He's like, 5 years, keep going. Like, why?
Yeah.
He's like, if it,
yeah.
He's like, you put a time limit on yourself, and you're like, oh, at 5 years I should be here.
Yeah.
And because you're not there, you feel like a failure. And it's like, he's like, keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
That's really what you want.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
you'll
keep
get
pushing.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like,
yeah.
I think he became a millionaire at like 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
And before that, he was like working with his dad at a winery, and like, you know, it wasn't like he was making, but he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and like now he makes money like it's easy. I'm like, but it's all the hard work that you keep going. He's like, just keep going. Like, and he never tells you like, this is how you're going to become a millionaire. He's like, this is how you're going to hit your goal, is that you keep pushing yourself.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I really like, I like set goals as in like, oh, I want this, and this, but I never say like, I want it within this year. Like, I'm going to get to it. And I'm going to keep that list and make sure that I get it. But I never make it like, I need the new bed in 3 months. It's like, get the new bed. I'm gonna get this. Like, and it pushes me. And I'm like, yeah. Like the library thing, like I'm already ordering books already. Like, you know, like, because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I'm not gonna get to it maybe the whole year. I'm not gonna get to like 4,000. Get a few thousand.
Yeah. No, definitely. So again, I mean, I don't have anything else. You got anything else? I think
Local love is forever.
all right, we're out.
Yeah.